Yo, what's up, it's SNT and you're watching The Bike Show, the weekly series where we check out some of your amazing bike builds. If you want the chance to get your bike featured on the show, go down in the description, all the information is there or on the screen right now. But sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and at the end, let me know in the comment section down below which bike was your favorite. Now moving on to the first bike. The first bike of today comes from Max, and it's his 2005 KTM EXC125 Supermoto. When he bought the bike, it had only been used for enduro, so it was in really rough condition. So he spent over 100 hours rebuilding this bike into this beautiful Supermoto. And in my opinion, it turned out amazing. A fun fact about this bike, back in 2019, in like November, December, I was looking for a bike for 2020 and this one was up for sale and I really wanted this bike. So I was like, you know what, let's sell the MRX, get some money to buy this bike. But then the gearbox broke. I could not sell the MRX at that point, so I couldn't buy this bike, which led to us building the Ray Aurora, the 125cc show bike, which was, I guess, a blessing in disguise because that build was super cool. It wouldn't have happened if I bought this 125. At the same time, it was so cool. Like, this bike was up for sale, I was just about to buy it, and then now it's on the show. So it's pretty cool how everything comes full circle. If you want to know what happened to MRX, I took the engine out of my 70cc Beta, threw it into the bike, it worked perfectly, and I sold it back in May. So that's beside the point. This bike is amazing and I really love how he did it. It's a super clean build, and thank you so much, Max, for your submission. Next up, we have a pretty rare bike, which is a 2007 Yamaha DT125x Supermoto build with a Athena 170 big bore kit. He bought it as a pretty generic blackout bike, and then he did a full rebuild to give it more personality, both in the performance side and also during looks and all that kind of stuff. So if we start off with the engine, it is tuned with the Athena 170 big bore kit, and it also has a Arrow exhaust with a Gianneli Muffler. So I've looked at this cylinder kit before, and I think it makes like 25 horsepower, which is pretty good for a DT125. I think stock is like 13 horsepower. So again, that 25 horsepower, this thing moves, I can tell you that much. Then he also has a set of YZ125 Forks with the WP Forkshrinks on them, which in my opinion did so much for this bike. Like, when you have a 125 or bigger and you put the upside down forks on them, it's just such a big transformation, and definitely if it matches the rest of the bike, it's amazing, it's beautiful. I really like the fact that he put on the YZ Forks. He also cut out some decals for this bike to make it look even better, but he did write in the email that he does have a new graphics kit for the bike, but he just haven't taken any pictures with it. So if you're watching this video right now and you have taken the pictures now, feel free to send them in to sntbikeshow@gmail.com with the updated information and stuff, because I would love to see this bike again, but with the updated look. But overall, an amazing build, and I do really appreciate the fact you've taken some high quality pictures of the bike. It's just so much more fun to feature a bike that has high quality pictures to really show off the bike. Thank you so much for your submission. Third bike of the day is of course another KTM EXC125, and this one is pretty damn cool. He did not include a lot of information in the email, but it was such a cool build. I feel like I have to feature this build on the channel because I really like this build, and it did include some good pictures and also a transformation video that will throw up on the screen somewhere on the side, showing the build start to finish. Started out as this like generic boring 125cc look with the black plastics, nothing too crazy, and then he completely rebuilt the bike and made it into this beautiful Supermoto with crazy attention to detail. So he switched from the black plastics to a set of white plastics, got a matching white and orange graphics kit and a matching seat cover. It also looks like he switched from a HGS pipe to a KTM pipe. Pause the video right there, I just realized that that's not a KTM exhaust, that's an FMF exhaust. So he switched from a HGS pipe to a FMF pipe, so hopefully that makes a lot more sense. Back to the video. So in my opinion, that was definitely the right choice, going for a better looking exhaust pipe. And the attention to detail on this bike is amazing. Everywhere you look, there is details on this bike. He has done something in every corner of the bike, it feels like. And I just really appreciate that. It's just so much more fun to look at a bike that has all the details, and it just looks so cool. And I think that's what I appreciate about the newer bikes, because they're usually in so good condition when they start doing the build, so they have time and money to focus on making the details really just you know what I mean, like it's just, I just like it. It's just so cool. I just really appreciate the attention to detail and how you tie the entire bike together. Everything just fits on this bike. So I wish it included some more information about the bike, but overall an amazing build, and this is what we call job well done. Thank you so much for your submission, and now let's move on to the fourth bike of the day. Next up we have a Gasgas EC125 Supermoto build, and just like the DT125, this one does also have a Athena big bore kit. So let's start out with the engine, which is built quite a bit, including a Athena 124cc big bore kit, Barnett Clutch, JDRacing Ignition, Boysen RAD Reed valve, 38mm PWK carburetor, DomaRacing Pipe with a DEP Shorty muffler, which he cut down himself. He also has a factory OEM Supermoto Kit combined with a 4-piston Brembo brake caliper. And the cherry on top of the bike, I guess in this case, is the custom graphics kit tying this entire bike together. I really like the fact that he went for a black and white graphics kit because it goes so well with the rest of the bike. So it gives that like clean but a cool and classy look, I guess you could say. And it also like works so well with the painted frame because you do have a red frame, so it just works so well to have the black and white graphics kit to complement with the red frame. An amazing build. Thank you so much for your submission. Last bike of the day is of course another KTM EXC125 Supermoto build, and this one it started out as a clapped boring enduro bike and he turned it into a beautiful Supermoto, and this man definitely knows how to ride the Supermoto. He is crazy on one wheel. He started out as a beat up enduro bike, and the first thing he did was rebuilding it, replacing most of the weird parts and switching to a set of KTM 640 Supermoto wheels. The first look was pretty basic with the blackout theme, but then he got a nice, just clean graphics kit on there with that subtle orange and the gray. It's just super clean, nothing too crazy. It just goes so well with the bike and makes it look so much better. Yeah, I don't know, you wouldn't think that a graphics kit like this would do too much, but it does so much to the bike and it looks amazing. Back in September of 2020, the engine blew up on the bike, but it's now rebuilt by the one and only King of Power, PowerByJJ. And if you follow the Swedish Supermoto or dirt bike scene, you definitely know that this guy knows what he's doing when it comes to engines. So the engine has been in good hands and is now in really good condition again. And if you want to see more crazy stunts or pictures of this bike, make sure you check him out on Instagram at SKStunts. And if you want to be the next proud owner of this KTM, make sure you shoot him a DM on Instagram at SKStunts. But overall, an amazing build. Thank you so much for your submission. But that was the 5 amazing bikes from this week's bike show. If you haven't already, let me know in the comment section down below which bike was your favorite. And if you haven't already, I would highly appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers, and our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year, which I know is super ambitious, but I do think we can do it. So thank you guys so much for your support lately, and as always, until next time, remember, stay awesome, be positive. It's been Boysen, and I'll see you in the next one. The engine ended up blowing up, but it's now rebuilt by the one and only, the power of King. Dude, I can't really talk today.